Uh, Hello, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us today and welcome to Beyond the Brief.
Thank you, Rashmi, for inviting me and letting me share my experiences with you.
Uh, Totally our pleasure, ma'am, and I'm really looking forward to talking to you today. So,
Same here, same here.
before we start with the podcast, I'd request you to please introduce yourself for the audience.
Currently, I'm working with a listed real estate company as a legal head. So, I started my career with working in High Court. I practiced in the appellate side of High Court for 2 years. Thereafter, I moved my practice to trial court. I shifted back to Pune. I practiced in trial court with a senior for almost a year and a half. Then I started my own law firm. Oh,
Okay.
it launched successfully, and I was a partner in the law firm for a period of 6 years. But then I was looking for something more and something different, and then I switched into the corporate world.
Okay.
So
So,
here I am.
people switch, mostly I've seen people switching from corporate to litigation because, job satisfaction. You are like, I'm meeting
Yeah,
first.
I'm the opposite.
You're the first person. That's great. So, ma'am, today we are mostly going to talk about contract drafting and negotiations. We have plenty questions,
Yes.
but let us first start with your law school journey. So, could you please take us back in time and tell how did your law school go, and when did you discover that you're interested in contract drafting and negotiations?
So I had a very good law school journey, and I really enjoyed college. I really enjoyed attending classes in college. Though I was a lot into internships. I did internships all the 3 years of my law school. So actually, I've done my graduation first, and then I have done my LLB. So I've done a 3 years LLB course. So throughout my college journey, I used to attend college and then go to do my internship. जो भी एक्सेप्ट कर ले उसके पास चले जाओ मतलब ऐसा था. सो
Right.
ऐसा कुछ पर्टिकुलर ये नहीं था, चॉइस नहीं था कि यहीं पे इंटर्नशिप करना है, किसी फर्म के साथ ही करना है. जो लॉयर हाँ बोल दे, ओके ठीक है, चलो चलती हूँ.
Okay.
वो थ्री इडियट्स का है ना, वो ज्ञान सभी जगह
जहाँ
बट
मिल
रहा
रहा है
है
वहां से
जाके.
ले लो.
जहाँ मिल रहा है
Right.
वहां से बटोर लो.
Right.
सो वैसा था कि but since I was very interested into this, so I used to really enjoy doing it.
So, ma'am, you did
And
internships. Sorry to interrupt you, but
no,
you
no,
did
no, no,
internships
please tell me.
both in litigation and corporate side of this.
No, honestly, all the opportunities that I got into internship since my college was in Pune. So Pune is like a city of litigation lawyers.
Yes.
So यहाँ पे most of the internships I did into litigation,
Okay.
and I didn't really get any opportunity, you can say, into corporate.
Okay.
So mostly all of them were oriented with going to the courts, with drafting. I've done internship with civil lawyers. I've done internship with criminal lawyers. I've done internship with conveyance lawyers. I've done internship in taluka level courts.
Okay.
So सब सभी जगह किया है. सभी घाट का पानी पिया है.
Right.
एंड कॉन्ट्रैक्ट वाज एनीवेज, मतलब माय मोस्ट, वो बोलते हैं ना एक फेवरेट जो रहता है. सो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट वाज ऑलवेज दैट फेवरेट चाइल्ड ऑफ माइन, and I loved contract. I think even as a commerce student, we had certain contract related subjects. So
Right.
I was always a university topper into it because it sort of came naturally to me. So yeah, contract is like that favorite child of mine.
Okay. Interesting because I have like my experience is quite opposite. So we are a student of
Oh,
COVID batch actually. The first year when we study law of contracts, it was online. And online classes are like good for nothing kind of. So
ah,
we did not even study contract. In fact, I started studying contract when we had other subjects and we had to, connect the two sections. So it's like, theek hai, thoda bahut. Although I've heard, like I've also talked to a lot of people on Beyond the Brief who are interested in contract drafting, who are freelancing and, drafting contracts and all. but I could not really get
Yeah,
into that.
yes, yes. So yeah, everyone has their different interest. I'm sure you'll find your calling.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, what is your secret to drafting a contract? Like the basic things which you make sure to incorporate in the contract.
So see, I mean, English में 26 alphabets होते हैं. So even the most complicated words are a combination of those 26 alphabets only.
Right,
सो सिमिलरली कोई भी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हो, सबसे इजीएस्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हो या सबसे दुनिया का कॉम्प्लिकेटेड कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हो, उसके जो बेसिक्स हैं वो सेम ही रहते हैं
right,
everywhere anywhere in the world. Okay, so once you are very thorough with the basics, so you can actually draft any contract, anything that is thrown at you. So you have to be very thorough with the basics, like essentials of a valid contract. Just to give you some
mm,
theory on it, just say offer, acceptance, lawful
right,
consideration, a good entry and exit clause.
mm,
So for me, practically, if you ask me, contract drafting is like, एक स्टोरी की तरह मैं उसको देखती हूँ कि दो पार्टी साथ में आए. ठीक
mm,
है, किस पर्पस के लिए वो एक साथ आए? फिर कोई बिजनेस पर्पस था या फिर कोई सेल परचेज का पर्पस था. फिर उन्होंने नेगोशिएशंस किए, फिर वो नेगोशिएशंस में उन्होंने क्या क्या डिसाइड किया, व्हाट वर द टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस दोस वर डिसाइडेड, एंड देन हाउ डू दे प्लान टू कंक्लूड द डील, और हाउ डू दे प्लान टू गो अबाउट द डील. कितने
right,
टाइम पीरियड में डील खत्म होगा, कितने टाइम पीरियड तक ये दो लोग एसोसिएशन में रहेंगे, एंड व्हाट विल बी द पॉसिबल कंडीशंस जिसकी वजह से ये कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नलिफाई हो जाएगा या फिर खत्म हो जाएगा या फिर उसका पर्पस फुलफिल हो जाएगा.
right.
दैट्स इट. एक एक ये स्टोरी है जो आपको एक अच्छे से फॉर्मेट में ब्यूटिफाई करके, उसको वो बोलते हैं ना, वो घर को जैसे इंटीरियर करते हैं सब, अच्छे से उसको ब्यूटिफाई करके सब ये लगा के अपने को तैयार करना है डॉक्यूमेंट. दैट इज अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट.
You made it look so simple. I'm sure it is not so simple. So, are there any
No, no,
red
it is
flags?
definitely that simple.
Okay. Are there any red flags that you look for when reviewing a contract?
uh, Definitely there are red flags. So red flags for me is, I look as contracting as it should be as simple as possible. Okay, like if I read a document, I should understand, okay, this is the meaning of it, and if you read the document, you should understand the same meaning of it. You should not
Right.
understand a different meaning out of it.
Mm,
So I believe a document which is capable of a simple interpretation and one and only one interpretation, that is a very good contract. That is a very well drafted contract.
right.
So the red flags that I look into any contract is any sort of a language which is contrary to this belief that I have, or which is contrary to this concept of simplicity. Okay, so that can be कॉम्प्लिकेटेड लैंग्वेज, आप बहुत सारे इडियम्स उसमें यूज कर
No
दो.
legal
फिर
jargons.
हाँ, लीगल जार्गन्स, तो इंसान सोचते रहे अरे यार इसका मतलब क्या होगा, इसका मतलब ये भी हो सकता है वो भी हो सकता है.
Right.
सो बिग नो नो फॉर मी. देन वेग लैंग्वेज. So to give you an example, suppose I give you some contract to do some repairs in my house. Okay, so we enter into a contract. So instead of writing that Rashmi will carry out the repairs of my house as soon as possible, I will write that Rashmi will carry out the repairs of my house within a period of 15 days.
Mm,
Or until this and this date, Rashmi will complete the repairs of my house. So that becomes specific to the
right.
point instead of using any other vague language. So I think these are the major red flags that I look into a contract.
Okay. So, I mean, uh, I see a lot of people, especially because I have not been into contract drafting so much, but I have also done internships in courts, mostly in litigation. So what they usually do is they repeat the same points just in another language in the pleadings which we submit in the court.
Yeah, in the pleadings.
So that is a
See, now
big
pleadings is a totally different ball game.
right.
Okay, contracting is a totally different ball game. प्लीडिंग्स में क्या होता है, मैं आपको थोड़ा वो बता देती हूँ. प्लीडिंग्स में एक ही चीज को बार बार क्यों रिपीट किया जाता है, क्योंकि एक ही चीज को अलग अलग एंगल दिया जाता है.
Hmm.
ठीक है, एक चीज को हम एज अ फैक्ट भी बताते हैं, वही चीज को हम कोई लॉ पॉइंट के एंगल से भी बताते हैं, वही चीज को हम कोई ingredient of a particular provision के हिसाब से भी बताते हैं. So
Right.
therefore in pleadings you will generally notice that one thing is probably repeated at multiple places.
Yes.
Contract is totally different. Contract में वैसे करने की जरूरत नहीं है, and generally ऐसा होता नहीं है that wherein you need to repeat the same thing again and again.
Okay. Ma'am, could you share something like how can students start learning contract drafting and use it early on their career?
So as I said, see, my funda is very simple. Okay, like what you can do is you can like close your eyes and imagine a story. मतलब not literally ऐसे करने की जरूरत नहीं. I'm being a little
Right.
dramatic, but as I said, can you imagine like you have to write down a story in a detailed manner as minutely as possible, like capturing the every smallest of details. Okay, so let me explain with an example because I think example से लोग ज्यादा relate कर
Yes.
पाते हैं. ठीक है, तो अभी सपोज रश्मि और वनीति हैं. रश्मि के पास एक लैंड है जो रश्मि बेचना चाहती है, एंड वनीति एक लैंड खरीदना चाहती है. ठीक है, तो अभी रश्मि वनीति को पता चला कि रश्मि उसकी लैंड बेचना चाहती है थ्रू सम ब्रोकर. ओके, सो वो ब्रोकर ने वनीति को इन्फॉर्मेशन दी दैट वी नो रश्मि एंड शी इज विलिंग टू सेल अ लैंड सिमिलर टू व्हाट यू आर लुकिंग एट. तो आई बी लाइक ओके, बहुत अच्छी बात है, चलो हमारी मीटिंग करवाओ. फिर रश्मि और वनीति मिलते हैं. रश्मि वनीति को बताती है कि अरे दिस इज द लैंड विच वी हैव इन आवर फैमिली सिंस 20 years. इस पे कोई लिटिगेशन नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है, बहुत अच्छी लैंड है. दिस इज द प्राइस आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग. फिर हम नेगोशिएट करते हैं, हम फाइनलाइज कर लेते हैं, एंड वी आर लाइक ओके चलो रश्मि, आई लाइक योर लैंड, इट इज इन माई बजट, लेट मी बाय दिस लैंड. अभी ये हो गया ट्रांजैक्शन. सो अभी जो मैंने आपको बताया ये हो गए ट्रांजैक्शन के रिसाइटल्स. रश्मि इज द ओनर ऑफ द लैंड, वनीति इज अ प्रोस्पेक्टिव परचेजर ऑफ द लैंड. ठीक है, रश्मि एंड वनीति गॉट इंट्रोड्यूस्ड थ्रू अ ब्रोकर एक्स. Then Rashmi and Vaniti mutually decided the terms and conditions of the deal, and in so and so consideration, Rashmi has agreed to sell and Vaniti has agreed to purchase Rashmi's land. ये हो गया आपके recitals. Okay, फिर आप टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस लिख दो. टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस में ऐसे सपोज ऐसे आ जाएगा, जस्ट टू टेक दिस एग्जांपल फॉरवर्ड, वनीति हैज अग्रीड टू पे रश्मि सो एंड सो कंसिडरेशन विद इन अ पीरियड ऑफ 2 months. ओके, फिर रश्मि ने वनीति को क्या क्या रिप्रेजेंटेशंस दिए. रश्मि ने वनीति को ऐसा रिप्रेजेंट किया है कि माय टाइटल इज क्लियर, मेरे लैंड पे कोई भी लिटिगेशन नहीं है, मेरे लैंड पे कोई भी एनक्रोचमेंट नहीं है, मेरे लैंड पे किसी भी गवर्नमेंट अथॉरिटी ने कोई नोटिस दिया नहीं है, मेरा लैंड कोई भी यूएलसी एक्ट के अंडर आता नहीं है, एंड सो ऑन. एंड दीज रिप्रेजेंटेशंस आर गिवन इन द ट्रांसफर ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी एक्ट. सो आपको सिर्फ रेप्लिकेट करने हैं. ठीक है, नाउ फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इसी एग्जाम्पल को एनहांस करते हुए कि रश्मि का ये लैंड पे 5 साल पहले कोई तो लिटिगेशन था. ठीक है, but the litigation is settled in the court, the order is in favor of Rashmi, but still I am a little hesitant कि अरे पहले तो litigation था, आगे चल के कुछ इशू नहीं होना चाहिए, someone should not claim. तो मैं रश्मि को क्या बोलूंगी कि ठीक है आपका सब क्लियर हो गया है, पर अभी आप मुझे इसके रिगार्डिंग इंडेमनिटी दीजिए कि फ्यूचर में अगर कोई इशू आता है सो यू विल बी रिस्पॉन्सिबल, आप मुझे सॉर्ट आउट करके दोगे. ये मेरा इंडेमनिटी हो गया. ठीक है, फिर अपन टर्मिनेशन की बात कर लेते हैं. अगर 2 महीने में मैंने आपको पैसे नहीं दिए, रश्मि बोलेगी कि सी आई कैन नॉट वेट इनफाइनाइटली फॉर यू. 2 महीने मतलब 2 महीने, 2 months में यू डोंट गिव मी मनी वनीति, देन आवर डील इज कैंसल. ये अपना टर्मिनेशन हो गया. फिर अपन एक डिस्प्यूट रेजोल्यूशन, इवन इफ इट इज नॉट डिफाइंड बट बेटर टू डिफाइन, डिस्प्यूट रेजोल्यूशन हम डिफाइन कर देंगे उसमें कि अगर सपोज हमारा कोई भी डिस्प्यूट होता है, सपोज 2 महीने के मुझे 3 महीने लग गए, बट दैट इज ड्यू टू सम बैंकिंग इशू. आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल रश्मि क्या रही, दिस इज थिंग दैट इज बियॉन्ड माई रीजनेबल कंट्रोल, बैंक का कुछ इशू हो गया था, सो उसकी वजह से. तो रश्मि तुम एक्सेप्ट कर लो. रश्मि बोलेगी नहीं नहीं, 2 महीने मतलब 2 महीने, मैं तो एक्सेप्ट करने नहीं वाली हूँ. तो हो गया डिस्प्यूट, देन वील गो टू द कोर्ट, विल लेट द कोर्ट सॉर्ट इट आउट. दैट्स इट, हो गया. नाउ दिस इज अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट विच इज ड्राफ्टेड. सो इट इज अ स्टोरी. आपने क्या किया, एक स्टोरी को एकदम माइन्यूटली पेपर पे प्रोड्यूस कर दिया,
Right. So, ma'am,
and your contract is met.
Right. What I meant to ask is how can we hone the skill of contract drafting? Because when we go to, for internships, mostly in court internships, they ask us to research on cases, bail या मतलब जैसे छोटे मोटे cases होते हैं. So I don't know much about corporate side, but what I've heard from my friends is due diligence वाला काम या mostly research वाला काम देते हैं. So how can I hone the skill of contract drafting? One. Second is as a law student. So I do not have a degree as of now. I'm not an advocate. I'm not a
Right.
not a lawyer. So am I eligible to draft contracts for the clients?
As सी आई थिंक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ड्राफ्टिंग में ऐसा कोई एडवोकेट का स्टैम्प तो आता नहीं कि दिस इज ड्राफ्टेड बाय एडवोकेट एंड इट हैज टू बी ड्राफ्टेड बाय एन एडवोकेट, ठीक है. सो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इज बेसिकली वेयर इन यू पुट योर फैक्ट्स. अभी मैं कोई कॉन्ट्रैक्ट किसी को बना के देती हूँ तो उसमें कोई स्टैम्प तो आता नहीं. पीपल प्रिफर डूइंग इट फ्रॉम एन एडवोकेट बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली बिकॉज दे आर स्किल्ड in it
Right.
and all of that. But I don't think so there is any such law or rule which states that a contract has to be made by an advocate. So even if you're a student, even if you're a businessman, or even if you're anyone else,
Hmm.
so you can make contract. I've seen so many small firms who probably startups होते हैं, सब होते हैं जिनको probably इतना ये नहीं रहता, उनके पास रिसोर्सेज नहीं रहता that they can engage lawyers and all. तो फिर सिंपल चीजें वो खुद ही बना लेते हैं. They'll probably Google some draft and सब download some draft and वो खुद ही बना लेते हैं. So ऐसा कुछ rule तो है नहीं that it has to be made by an advocate. To answer your second question, that how can, as a student you can start honing your skill. So as I said, you can take these simple examples for yourself. Like I just gave you that A wants to sell land to B for so and so consideration, and start practicing keeping the essentials of a contract. See, you don't think very legally and very technically कि कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट में पूरा पढ़ूंगी, उसको बाय हार्ट करूंगी और फिर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बनाऊंगी, ठीक है. लॉ कोडिफाइड है, आपको लॉ कहीं पे भी लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. लॉ इज देयर.
Hmm.
आपको स्किल डेवलप करनी है टू एन्यूमरेट द फैक्ट्स प्रॉपरली.
Right.
Okay, so there is a ये also rule also that law need not be pleaded. Pleadings में तो हमको जरूरत नहीं होती है. So even in a contract, it has to be a bunch of facts enumerated systematically. That is a contract. Okay, and it can be a mix of some legal factors also, but then primary focus should not be on getting into the legalities. Primary focus should be able to capturing the facts properly in a systematic manner which anybody can understand. So I think to start with, this is a very good way to go about it. And as I said, you can imagine a story, or you can have your pointers ready and then start drafting. So that is how you can start doing it, and you should start doing it early on.
Right, ma'am. So, ma'am, as you mentioned about Googling the templates and everything. So, with AI transformation, how is that impacting contract drafting? How does that impact?
See, I don't see AI as an enemy. Rather, I see AI as like a very good friend of mine. Okay,
Right.
because it does help me a lot. So even in my organization with my team, I personally encourage them to use AI wherever required, because obviously it gives you an extensive, formulation and everything. But with AI, what happens is you should not let your own creativity die down.
Right.
So for me personally, if you ask, so if suppose I want some clause which I want it to be narrated in a better manner, okay, but the creativity behind that clause, at least the virgin clause, should be made by me. I
Yeah.
can ask AI कि okay fine, ये clause मैंने बनाया है, इसको आप और elaborate कर दो,
Right.
ठीक है, इसको आप और इलाबोरेट कर दो, या फिर इसकी लैंग्वेज मॉडिफाई कर दो टू मेक इट मोर बेटर, या फिर इसकी लैंग्वेज मॉडिफाई कर दो टू मेक इट मोर सिंपल.
Right.
सो एआई is like an assistant to me. I am not AI's assistant. So
Yeah.
you should use AI for your benefit, but obviously if you just type one line and just have AI draft the entire thing for you, so I don't think so कि इंडियन सिस्टम में तो एटलीस्ट वो अभी तक सूट होगा या फिट होगा. इट वुड नॉट बी एबल टू कैप्चर what you want to actually put down in a better manner. But certainly you should use AI to help you.
Definitely, ma'am. I totally agree कि AI can be a very good friend. I mean, simple tasks like writing a LinkedIn post or something, it helps. Like
Right,
if you can write
definitely.
the basic thing, basic idea, it can uh, elaborate, or it can make the language simple, the flow better. That I completely agree.
Yes.
But when we talk about contract drafting, so what I heard कि अब जो बेसिक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स होते हैं लाइक टेनेंसी का तो एक सिंपल ड्राफ्ट टेम्पलेट ऑलरेडी है. सो ऐसे बहुत सारे टेम्पलेट्स ऑलरेडी हमको एआई में मिल जाएंगे, इफ नॉट नाउ इन नियर
ये तो
फ्यूचर.
पहले से ही है, यूज टू गेट ऑन गूगल ऑल्सो बिफोर AI.
हाँ, बट नाउ इवन मोर. तो ऐसे करके लाइक इज देयर समथिंग कि कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ड्राफ्टिंग एक बहुत जब कॉम्प्लेक्स कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ड्राफ्ट करना है तभी विल प्रेफर एडवोकेट्स, एंड नाउ विल बी citizens will be able to
You
do
can
it
say so.
themselves.
Honestly, as I said, जैसे स्मॉल बिजनेस हाउसेस है या फिर एज एन इंडिविजुअल, ठीक है,
हम्म.
इफ सपोज सिंपल थिंग्स लाइक किसी को अपना घर भाड़े पे देना है, ठीक है, 10,000 रुपीज रेंट है वगैरह, सो ऑब्वियसली not even now after AI, बहुत पहले से ही for such things you don't go to like a very professional expensive lawyer and you tell him कि मुझे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बड़ा सा आप बना के दे दीजिए, ठीक है. वो तो वो तो पहले से ही ऐसा है कि फॉर सच सिंपल थिंग्स पीपल ऑलवेज प्रेफर कि हम ही, इफ यू आर
हम्म.
एटलीस्ट बेसिकली एजुकेटेड, आप गूगल से कहीं से एक ड्राफ्ट निकाल लो और फिर 10-12 महीने का अग्रीमेंट है उस करके खत्म कर लो. But this would not be suitable when you are into corporates or into complex business houses or into big firms, wherein you need to be very specific about what you're saying, because everything आगे के अगर dispute होता है may backfire on you.
Right.
So that cannot be totally AI dependent. You definitely need a person of, a good expertise to even drive the AI. You know what I feel now? I'm personally doing a course into AI.
Okay.
It is called AI for senior professionals. So AI is as intelligent as the person using it.
Right.
Okay. So अगर आप उसको इंटेलिजेंटली प्रॉम्प्ट करना जानते हो, इट विल गिव वेरी गुड रिजल्ट्स. इफ यू प्रॉम्प्ट इट डमली, इट विल गिव यू डम रिजल्ट्स. सो एआई की इंटेलिजेंस और आपकी इंटेलिजेंस इज एट पार, यू कैन से.
Right. Okay. Ma'am, coming to negotiations. So first of all, please explain negotiations क्या होता है for our audience, and also how can we learn those skills and hone those skills?
नेगोशिएशन इज नथिंग बट सिंपल है. मैंने एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बना के आपको दिया, ठीक है, आपने वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट पढ़ा एंड यू विल बी लाइक कि अरे इसके जो टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस है, दिस टर्म इज नॉट एक्सेप्टेबल टू मी, दिस शुड बी चेंज टू अ डिफरेंट टर्म.
Right.
मतलब उसका आप लैंग्वेज ऑल्टर कर दो, या फिर ये जो टर्म है ये तो एक्सेप्टेबल ही नहीं, ये तो पूरी तरह से डिलीट ही हो जाना चाहिए, ये तो अग्रीमेंट में होना ही नहीं चाहिए, दिस इज नॉट एक्सेप्टेबल टू मी. So this is so when a contract is exchanged between two parties, and and then there are changes being carried out by those parties in the contract
Hmm.
which best suit their own interest, of course.
Right.
Okay. And then both the parties come on a table to negotiate those changes or to discuss those changes. That is negotiation of a contract.
So basically, bargaining, if I can say so.
Bargaining.
Simple thing.
Yes, yes. You've used the perfect word. It's basically bargaining. Yes. To get the best for yourself.
Right.
Because obviously you always want के मेरे rights बहुत ज्यादा होने चाहिए, liabilities बहुत कम होने चाहिए. So both the parties are fighting for that. So that is negotiation of contract.
Right.
अभी negotiation का thumb rule क्या है? Suppose फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई एम फ्लोटिंग अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, ठीक है, मेरा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है, मैं आपको भेज रही हूँ. तो मेरा जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है, मेरे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट का हर एक वर्ड, हर एक सेंटेंस, एवरी सिंगल क्लॉज, एवरी सिंगल इंटरप्रिटेशन शुड बी लाइक बाय हार्ट टू मी. मीन सपोज रश्मि अगर मुझे पूछेगी कि ये आपने सेंटेंस यहाँ पे क्यों लिखा है, सो आई शुड हैव a proper logical and legal explanation towards it to give to Rashmi. I cannot say कि हाँ ये तो ऐसे ही होता है, ये तो मैंने लिख दिया, ऐसे नहीं होता है. So if you are looking forward for a career into negotiations, or if you are actually going to negotiate sometime in the future, वो बोलते हैं ना, you should be very thorough with your own document.
Right.
Then only you can go ahead and negotiate. And of course, then उसके बाद according to, अभी कैसा होता है, after a point of time when you are into a particular business, you come to know there is a particular trend कि ये क्लॉज पे हमको ये रिवर्ट आएगा, ये क्लॉज क्लाइंट्स बोलेंगे कि डिलीट कर दो, ये क्लॉज पे हमको थोड़ा 1900. So then the second part of it is you should be always prepared with alternatives.
Right.
Okay. So when you know that this is a particularly one sided clause, accept हो गया तो अच्छी बात है. लेकिन अगर सामने वाला बोलेगा कि नहीं ये मुझे एक्सेप्टेबल नहीं है, या फिर मुझे इसका कुछ और ऑल्टरनेटिव चाहिए, सो आपके पास भी ऑल्टरनेटिव रेडी होना चाहिए उसके लिए.
Right.
यू कैनॉट बी लाइक कि हाँ देखते हैं, सोचते हैं, करते हैं, कर पाएंगे नहीं. सो यू शुड बी वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट and you should have your alternatives ready and in place to be offered to the client, so that you both meet on mid ground.
Right.
And also one more thing,
Yes.
one more thing I would like to say, there are certain things which are non-negotiable. So you'll be like कि ये एक particular clause है, ये मेरे लिए non-negotiable, मतलब I will not budge on this under any circumstance. So ऐसे जो clauses होते हैं, while you are discussing a deal or any business deal, वो तभी inform कर देने चाहिए other side को कि there is this particular clause that is going to be there in our agreement and this is going to be non-negotiable. So आपको accept करना है, so you should be aware and then only step into the deal.
Ma'am, what I feel is कि like moods are there to understand the code craft and pleadings, memorial drafting. We do have competition, contract drafting and negotiation, but अगर हम compare करें तो mooting and then research papers. These are the two competitions we are mostly told in law schools कि ये दो तो करने ही है. Now contract drafting is such an I must say कि it is a very lucrative career option, but there's very less like opportunities भी बहुत कम मिलती है लॉ स्कूल्स में उन स्किल्स को होन करने के लिए, एंड ऑल्सो अवेयरनेस भी कम है बिकॉज
हाँ जी.
पीपल आर मोस्टली मूविंग एंड इंटर्नशिप्स कर रहे हैं तो रिसर्च वर्क ही मिल रहा है इंटर्नशिप्स में भी. सो whatever you told it, now I feel कि it's not that difficult. I may learn these things, but how can we learn those practical skills? And
इसका सिर्फ एक ही उत्तर है और एक ही प्रैक्टिकली चीज पॉसिबल है, दैट एक तो यू शुड बी वेरी इंटरेस्टेड इन इट, एंड सेकेंडली you have to learn through observation. See, even if you go to a court, you join any corporate house, okay, so people who are very senior to you and all of that, obviously some people are just genuinely interested to teach, like I am, मतलब मुझे वो teaching में interest है, so I like to teach my team members and like to keep telling them things and like to tell them कि ये कर लो, वो कर लो, ये सीख लो, ऐसा provision पढ़ लो. But some people may genuinely be busy and they are not into this phase of wherein they will sit with you and teach you and tell you to do things. So सबसे important is कि you have to learn through observation. You have to take your own efforts. See, this is what I see in many kids nowadays. उनको मतलब उनको ऐसा लगता है कि अरे हमको तो कोई सिखाता ही नहीं,
right.
कोई हमको अटेंशन नहीं देता. बट आपको ये समझना चाहिए कि in this world where everyone is a working professional, when time is equal to money, then आपको कोई out of interest attention दे सकता है, but otherwise आपको कोई attention क्यों देगा?
Right.
So अगर आपको कुछ चाहिए तो you have to step forward and grab it for yourself.
Right.
So you have to be very keen on your observations. You have to keep asking questions and you have to practice for yourself. I mean, you have to self learn, self teach yourself. And as और अभी का तो मतलब it is such a blessed generation, I would say. There is AI, there are so many tutorial videos you will find on
Right.
YouTube. There are so many tools where you can self learn, and you should use it. and you should use it to your benefit and learn from it.
Right.
So this is what you can do. Because you being dependent on someone else coming and taking efforts for you, then that is not going to work out ever.
Definitely. Right. Ma'am, so I can figure ki the one mistake which we as law students these days make is we wait for somebody to come and teach us. We need to step out and learn ourselves. That is one. What are the other mistakes that you see
Yes.
students making these days?
So other mistake, what in my personal experience I feel is that kids nowadays, they are so much into the technology and their phones and everything, कि वो जो बेसिक फंडा था ना, पहले हम लोग बैठ के नोट्स लिखते थे, तो दैट इज लॉस्ट समवेयर. I don't know, maybe I'm a little old school, so I'm saying this, but I feel you should be always in the habit of making notes. And even if there is, a minute thing you have learned, you should write it down, because it
Right.
goes down in.
Right.
They should carry a diary, and they should get into the habit of writing down, because memory is limited and you cannot remember everything, what you learn. So
Right.
it is better to always write down and keep a record of it. So that is one thing you should do. Secondly, you should get out of your comfort zone. Okay? You should, as I said, you should be a keen observer. If you want to learn something, you should not wait for someone to come and teach you. You have to take efforts to, if you are really dependent on the third person to learn it, फिर वो आपको efforts लेने पड़ेंगे, that how you find time with them and how you make sure कि that learning you
Yes.
get from them. So that effort should come from you. So you cannot be like कि अरे my senior to doesn't give me time. So no victimizing yourself. Okay.
Right.
And third thing, as I said, there is so much good stuff available on the internet. You should make good use out of it and gain practical knowledge.
Right. Thank you so much, ma'am. It was lovely talking to you. If I
Same here,
missed
Rashmi.
something that you would like to say and tell students.
So yeah, I mean, I tell students, first of all, don't stress. Your exams and your grades are definitely not going to determine your future and your career. Okay. It is your skills, your hard work, and how you gain practical knowledge. That is what is going to determine how your future and your career is shaped. So focus on that, and yeah, be happy, be cool.
Lovely. Thank you so much, ma'am. It was great talking to you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for taking our time and sharing your
Same here, Rashmi.
experiences and insights.
Thank you, Rashmi. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to be on Beyond the Brief.
Completely my pleasure, ma'am.